It's Week 9 of the National Football League.
And we've got the rocket-armed Will Levis.
He's going to have to air it out plenty this week. It's the Titans and the Pats.
All that and more coming up next.
From the capital of Tennessee and of country music, for any of you fans out there, welcome to Nashville. We're at Nissan Stadium. Thanks so much for joining us, everybody. Up here in the booth, I'm Kate Scott alongside Brock Heward. And Brock, now that we're into the November portion of our season, we've got a pretty good picture of who both of these teams, at least who we expect these teams to be from here on out.
Yeah, no question about it, Kate. They're through the opening rounds if this was a boxing match, right? In this season-long fight. Early issues been worked through, or at least you hope so. And this is where they have to be in that groove as we push through the heart of the season. Any team with hopes beyond Week 18, they got to be figured out.
To kick off, here's Ryan Stonehouse. And we're off and running from Nissan Stadium. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. This return makes it up to the 25. So out come the Patriots, ready for their first possession. Leading them out, the third overall pick in this year's draft. After a decorated career at UNC, it's Drake May.
Just an all-around great performance from him last week, Kate, in the win. Those 2 touchdowns he had played a big part in the victory, no question. But so did keeping it clean, not throwing a pick. You want to become friendly with your own defense? Make sure they don't have any extra possessions to defend. He did his job, and so did his teammates.
And what a way to get this one started, but his deep shot falls incomplete. Couldn't connect on first, it's second down. Back to the air, it's May. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught. This one misses the tight end. So they're left facing third and long. Operating from the gun, here's May. Almost an opening drive interception, but that winds up on the ground, incomplete. It's going to bring up fourth down.
He's counting his lucky stars. That one isn't headed the other way right now. That is not the time to challenge double coverage.
Fourth down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. So here come the Titans now to get their first drive of the game. And leading them out is their second-year quarterback from Kentucky. He earned several starts as a rookie. It's Will Levis.
And he wonders, he's about to take his first snap today. Yeah, he took care of the football last week, Kate. That was great, no interceptions. But just the one touchdown. Be curious if he cranks up that aggressive knob today.
Working the sideline. Oh, he got it. Drug the feet. That's a catch.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
It's caught. This is Tajay Spears. And he's going to get this up close to the 40 before going out. Third and a lone yard coming up. Motioning right is Hopkins. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means fourth down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. New England taking the field. Its second series of the game coming up. And they haven't gotten very far into their opening script yet, have they? Just a 3 and out to begin this game. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Now the first carry of the game for Ramondre Stevenson. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Escapes the pocket. Now he takes it. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And the Patriots will have a first down.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Going play action, May. It's taken in by Kendrick Bourne. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They get 22 on that one. And that's a New England first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. On play action, here's May. Ramondre Stevenson makes the catch. And he's going to get it out past the 40 before he goes out.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Here's 2nd and 5. It's complete to Hunter Henry. And they bring him down around the 34. And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. To the air yet again, May. Into traffic, complete. And he's able to take this one down to the 25. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. From the gun, a give to Stevenson. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
First down, and they go right back to him. And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag.
They need to block in the back, offense.
So they catch the illegal block in the back, Brock, and that's rare that we see the clipping call. It's a dangerous play. It's rightfully going to back up this offense. They'll run here following the penalty. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Amani Hooker with the tackle. Now we'll take a moment to check out his numbers on the ground from a week ago. Offense to the line for 2nd down. Stevenson with another carry. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. That was Harold Landry making the tackle. Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. May now from the gun. Complete beyond the marker. And they're going to get this down to the 4 before being stopped. So after that completion, we've got a player in some visible discomfort. And here come the trainers to get him some help. 4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Stevenson will take it in. Touchdown, New England. The Patriots take a 6-0 lead in the 1st quarter. Ramondre Stevenson, the touchdown. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
Ryland able to connect on the point after. And the Patriots will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The Patriots kick team out there as they send it away. Jackson now to return it. He stopped on the return at the 27. So Tennessee headed out for its 2nd drive of the game. And they haven't gotten their legs under them on offense just yet, Brock. 3 plays and a punt on their opening drive. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Levis. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete.
That is normally a gimme for this offense, these short throws. But the defense, well, they had just enough influence on that play to force the incompletion.
Levis throwing again on 2nd down. And that's nearly intercepted, but couldn't hang on. Just a harmless incompletion. It's third down. Levis from the shotgun. This ball's caught by Spears. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
And he's brought down before the return gets far. And following that return, we've got an injured player down there. He'll receive some assistance as we step aside. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. From the gun, it's May. Finds his man. It's Demario Douglas. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs. 1st down, ball at the 36. Throwing from the gun here. Has him on the quick hitter. He's got to gain a 6 there. Chidobe, Awuzie, they're on the tackle. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the 42. He gets it into the hands of Jalen Polk. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10.
And the Patriot first down.
Now a shotgun handoff to Stevenson. Down the sideline inside the 30. And he has this all the way down to the 14-yard line. That one goes for 31 yards and a 1st down when all is said and done.
I love these inside runs. Don't get away from them. You never know. You think it's going to be a short little gain, and then boom, you get the right blocking, a possessed running back, and you get some serious yards on the table.
What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has him well into the red zone now with 1st and 10. They go again with Stevenson, and he's brought down for a loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
That one complete to Stevenson. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down. Now on the Patriots field goal try, it's Chad Ryland. A very short kick here from the right hash. Badgley able to knock it through. And their special teams converts to get them something out of that possession. The Patriots kick team out there as they send it away.
In that close, in the red zone, you know they're upset they couldn't finish the drive with the touchdown. It's only half the points, but at least there's something to show for the possession.
Out come the Titans for another offensive possession. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
And he runs into a wall there. Multiple defenders ready to stop him cold at the line. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here.
At the 25-yard line.
From the gun, Levis. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. They need some extra time to think over 3rd and long. We've got a timeout. Levis to the air now. Completed here to Spears. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And that'll be a Tennessee 1st down.
This dude's just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that 1st down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
They're set up at the 35 now. And he could have a free play here. This one won't be reeled in, but they had that green light to take the shot, and they did. Looked like somebody on the defense jumped the snap. Pretty easy call to make. He lined up offsides, and now he gets a talking to from his coach.
Still first down.
A bit jumpy across the way there, and that halves the distance ahead of him on first down. Levis now off the play fake. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense who puts a sack on the board. Gosh, I really like this receiver on that drag route in particular. Why? Because he's a guy that creates after the catch. They don't close quickly. He could take it to the house.
Throw reeled in by Hopkins. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Ball at the 33 for first down. Levis. Hopkins on the slant. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And the Titans will have a first down. They won't snap it in time. That is going to be the end of the first quarter. It's a two-score game early. More from Nissan Stadium coming up after the break. We're ready to go with the second quarter, and it's Titans football. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Levis throwing again. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be second down. Spears trying this straight ahead. And they had that one contained right at the line. Marcus Jones ranging over for the stop. 3rd and 10. Can this offense get it done? Here's Levis. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well, no look on his first look of the game. And now they're staring at 4th and long. Now it's Nick Folk to try the Titans field goal. From the left hash, a 40-yard look. The kick by Gano is good. And that'll bring it back to within a score. The lead's 7.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
This return starts at the 5. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. The Patriots and Ramondre Stevenson getting the football back now. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Starting on the ground here with Stevenson. He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Jack Gibbons in on the tackle. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
Now he'll throw off the play fake. Short pass caught by his tight end. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They get 22 on that one. And the Patriots will have a first down.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Look the ball into your hands, number one. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And then when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield to turn a good play into a great play.
One of the most common penalties in the sport, and the reaction, it's the same every time, Brock. Frustration from the coach as they get backed up 5 yards. Running it after the penalty. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
You know, Kay, one of the reasons it's so hard to run the ball in the NFL is to move grown men off their spot against their will. You get a run play like that, you've done your job. You've moved them against their will, and you've set yourself up for some later success.
And he's out of bounds after getting this one to the opposing 45-yard line. And let's count them. 4, 5, yep, 6 DBs. Dime look from the Titans on 3rd down. Made a throw it. Throw reeled in by Stevenson. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. Now hang on here. We can't move on to the next play just yet. There's somebody still shaking up from the last one. And that's Ramondre Stevenson, the one in question. 1st down, ball at the 36. May looking to throw. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete. Looked like a bit of a concentration drop on that one. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Here's the lone back on the handoff. Jukes out a one-stop. And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that 1st down. Here's a nickel look by the Titans. 3rd down. Back to the well again. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that 1st down right there.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And he doesn't get this one very far, down to only about the 18. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8. Man in motion, headed right. It's a jet sweep. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
You know, when receivers have room to operate, that's a play that can totally gash a defense. But, Kate, when you get down here in the red zone, it becomes so much tougher because you have a whole lot less space. And, in fact, you'll see defenses swarm like that one just did.
Following that completion, medical staff headed out for an injured player. We'll see what the nature of his injury is. They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Hasty goes up and over for the touchdown. The Patriots take a 13-point lead. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the 1st half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Ryland now for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Patriots double their lead to 14.
Titans 3.
The Patriots kick team out there as they send it away. Return starts at the 3. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Titans ready to take over on offense. And down double digits, Brock. Field goals like we saw in their last drive aren't going to move the needle as much as they need to. Levis here on 1st down. Throw right side is caught by Hopkins. And he'll go down, we'll say right at the 39-yard line. Now following that completion, we see a man shaken up. Officials calling for a pause as he gets looked at. 1st down now, ball at the 39-yard line. That one complete to Hopkins. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Now hang on, looks like somebody came out after that play a little shaken up. Not sure we saw exactly what happened, but he'll get some assistance now. All right, here we go, 2nd down. Now Levis.
Levis's pass complete to Najee Spears.
That defense, it'll give up that completion every time. They don't just like it, they love it, because it creates a fun little race between everybody coming downhill to go make that tackle, or in this case, run him right out of bounds.
He's on the move. He's running for it. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for a QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. Levis back to throw. It's complete to Hopkins. He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. Marte Mapu, the man on the tackle. 2nd and 6 coming up here.
2nd and 6 at the 44-yard line.
Shotgun handoff now for Spears. And he takes this down to around the 39 before he stopped. Give him 5 yards to bring up a manageable 3rd and 1.
Gain of 5 brings up 3rd and 1.
On the play fake, it's Levis. Complete out to the right. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
And this one's up there, but a little too far up there.
Hey, Mr. Quarterback, that's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage was waiting for it. Thinking interception to be had, and incompletion still pretty good for the defense.
Completed to his running back. And he's out of bounds, just short of the 30.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And it's 4th down. Now it's Nick Folk to try the Titans field goal. Ball on the right hash, 48 yards out. The kick by Gano is good. And that'll get him back to 11.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm, and no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm than start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Stonehouse now to kick this one away. To return this, Marcus Jones. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Patriots returning their offense and this running back to the field. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended, Brock, in a touchdown. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's May. This one finds Polk. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Chidobe, Awuzie, they're on the tackle. Back to the line they go, it's 2nd down.
At the 32-yard line.
From the 32. To the ground it goes, that's incomplete.
Gosh, you could just almost feel his eyes up here, Kate, getting huge, right? He was envisioning the return, and he simply dropped it. Got to secure that pick before you think of anything else.
Complete beyond the marker. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset?
Man, I love that effort, adding as much as possible to that catch while earning the 1st down. That's called yards after catch, and it's what coaches want from all their pass catchers on the roster.
On 1st down, they'll run. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future. That drop ruins the payoff to a well-designed play. It got a man open, it beat the coverage. That's a call they can revisit in the future with hopefully a much better job finishing the catch.
Catch is made down the right sideline. It's a gain of 22. And that's a New England first down.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
All right, all set up now. 1st and 10. From the red zone now. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. In the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Has it in close. And he has the New England touchdown. Well, Brock, not much to say other than the fact that this offense on point. They are just clicking today.
Just rolling. I mean, this is clinic. This is what I call teaching tape. Being well prepared and, more importantly, going out there and executing at a high level.
Ryland now for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Patriots push their lead to 18. The Patriots kick team out there as they send it away. Jackson now to return it. Fights off a tackle, but he lost the ball. He left the ball behind. And they stop him before he gets much on the return.
Just look at everyone flying down the field. And when they fly down the field, they got 2 things in mind, Kate. Number 1, get the returner down. And number 2, separate the ball if you can. It's rare that it happens, but it sure is exciting when it does.
Demario Douglas, the intended target. And now they face 2nd down.
Jack Gibbons on the coverage.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. They get about 4 there, need a little more than that now on 3rd and 6. That brings us to the 2-minute warning at Nashville. It's the Patriots facing a 3rd and 6. May now from the gun. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. He can't hang on to the pass. And they're up against it. 4th down coming up. Now on the Patriots field goal try, it's Chad Ryland. He hit his first one. His second one's coming from inside of 40. Badgley able to knock it through. And that stretches the lead to 21.
That's why they spend all the time on the practice field during the week. That kind of operation. Perfect rhythm, perfect timing, and a 2 for 2 for this kicker.
The Patriots kick team out there as they send it away. Jackson now to return it. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Well, we've already seen some nice plays here, and we're going to see plenty more before this game ends. But you might be thinking, with plays like that, my guys' ratings should be better. Well, you're not alone. You got a chance to let the Madden Ratings Hotline know just what you're thinking. Give them a call, 1-844-MADDEN-1, and make your case for who should get a boost. That one's incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. From the gun, Levis. Has his man, it's Ridley. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. 3rd and short yardage, Levis. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And now they're left with 4th and short. Ryan Stonehouse back out there again to punt it away. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. And something on the return, but not much, as it still ends inside the 20. Now we're going to have a stoppage after that return. Looks like somebody was shaken up on the play. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's May. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete.
You know, I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or just had a surprise break in concentration. So unusual to see one dropped unless there's a hit involved.
He's gonna push one deep down the right. And he's there to send that one away, incomplete. That one intended for Demario Douglas. So now it's gonna be 3rd and long. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And that defense reacts quickly. Wow, they take him down near the 21. Now we get a timeout taken by the Titans. That's their first. Bryce Behringer on now to punt. Went for 48 with his first kick, and this one looks even better. And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. It's a 61-yard punt that time. And the Titans will get set to take over. They're set up at the 35 now. Throwing now on 1st down, Levis. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete.
That's somebody they're going to look for if he has any space deep. That space, though, Kate, just disappeared between when he let that pass go and when he actually made it down the field.
Into a crowd, and a defender comes up with it. Jabril Peppers with the pick. And the Patriots will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Oh, man, I'm having to hold my partner back after this one. Captain Fundamental not happy that he didn't take the time to stop and get set before delivering that football. Gotta think that in part led to the turnover.
Yeah, Captain Fundamental because I couldn't run. Kind of like Tom Brady, right? But he's the essence of it. He's the GOAT. Why? Because he sets his feet. He's so fundamentally sound. The chance of interception so much higher when your fundamentals are no good.
It's okay, partner. It's gonna be okay. First down throw for May. Throwing the out route complete. They get 22 on that one. And the Patriots will have a first down.
They've run this 12-yard out route, Kate, at the Combine, well, all the way back to last century when I had to throw it. In this throw, this is a big boy throw. This is a differentiator. Can you make that deep out throw on time, on rhythm, and accurately? Well, that was teaching tape right there.
Oh, look at this. Here he goes. Timeout taken by the Patriots. They're 1st and 3. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Here's May. Has it in close. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. 3rd down, 1 yard to go. Here's May to the air. He couldn't hang on, Brock. It looked like a touchdown, but it slips right through his hands, and now it's 4th down.
Oh, that is going to haunt him. A drop touchdown in the end zone. We'll see how good his mental toughness is, if he can move past it quickly and make an impact for them later.
Badgley able to knock it through. And the advantage now sits at 24. The Patriots kick team out there as they send it away.
Give him the first half trifecta. He's 3 for 3 on field goals. And as much as they'd like 6 points to end drives, not 3, they can at least be happy they're getting consistent looks inside field goal range, and he's delivering.
They'll turn to the ground game and just run this clock out. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Tennessee calling its 2nd timeout now. Shotgun now for Levis. Short pass brought in. And he'll get it up to the 44. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. Looking to throw. And they don't connect there, so only 6 seconds remaining. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Back to throw it. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. So we've reached the end of 2, and it's the visiting Patriots out in front. Now it's down to Florida, where Jonathan Coachman is standing by in Orlando for the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, we'll get back to you and Brock in a bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We'll start up at MetLife Stadium in New Jersey. And as you see, they were winners back on Thursday night. Aaron Rodgers, strong in the victory as it pushes his guys back above the 500 mark on the year. From there, we stay in the Empire State as we head up to Buffalo to check on the Bills. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Miami Dolphins. Josh Allen, strong in the win as his guys start the second half with a victory that moves them to 6-3 on the year. We saw a solid first half from the Oklahoma man, Ramondre Stevenson. He wound up finding the end zone on a touchdown run to help give his guys the advantage here at the break. This was an extremely one-sided first half. One team showed up, ready to go. The other's been in a daze thus far, but there's still plenty of time left for this one to tighten up significantly.
Fielded at the 7. Finds some space, he's past the 30. They'll take over at the 39-yard line. Nice return there. So here's the Tennessee offense getting ready to start our third quarter. And that first half, they just couldn't keep up the pace, but they're going to be the ones setting the pace here to begin this third quarter. Now the shotgun give to Spears. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
They send a receiver in motion right. They run once more with Spears. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
What was supposed to move the chains or at least make third down easier to handle instead? Well, did the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this third down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
Dumped off to his running back. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
Intended target was Calvin Ridley. So that brings up 2nd down. Levis now off the play fake. Completed here to Spears. So after that completion, we've got a player in some visible discomfort. And here come the trainers to get him some help. A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. Levis throwing again. That's caught for the first. Following that completion, medical staff headed out for an injured player. We'll see what the nature of his injury is. What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has him well into the red zone now with 1st and 10. Spears running behind center. And they're all over him again. He's dropped at the line of scrimmage. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Patriots 12-yard line.
They're going to stay on the ground with Spears. And he only gets this one down to the 9. Call that a modest improvement. 3 yards that time, but still a 3rd and 7 upcoming.
3rd and 7.
Levis from the shotgun. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete. Trying to find his tight end. 4th down coming up. Now it's Nick Folk to try the Titans field goal. High percentage look for him here from the left hash.
26-yard attempt.
The kick by Gano is good. And that lowers the lead to 21.
He's happy to bring him 3 points closer, but I'm sure he sees the situation of the game. He knows 3 isn't going to cut it to end these drives. They need to find the end zone.
He fields it from the 8. A flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense.
Illegal block in the back. Return team.
Would have liked to have kept that big play, but the officials and penalties say no, and it's got to come back. To the air on first down, May. Completed over the middle. Good little rip there, looks like about 6. Jack Gibbons in on the tackle. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Operating from the gun, here's May. Finds him over the middle. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. They get 6 and a first down as well. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. He's contained at the line for no gain. Stopped by Cedric Gray. No progress on first down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Oh, movement on the line before the snap, though. This is going to be a false start.
False start. Offense.
So tough to stay set when you've got defenders doing everything they can to make you jump, and, well, they got one of them to move that time. They'll run here following the penalty. And he's stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
So they catch the illegal block in the back, Brock, and that's rare that we see the clipping call. It's a dangerous play. It's rightfully going to back up this offense. That's taken in by Henry. He gets it forward for a gain of 3. Stopped by Cedric Gray. And the Titans opting for a 50B, a nickel set 3rd down. May now. And that one hits the deck. No fear from them trying to go deep on 3rd down. You love that. Don't love the fact they couldn't connect. 4th down coming up. The Patriots have their punting unit out. Bryce Beringer, the one to send it away. And he finally gets a hold of one here. This is hit far. And now he's going to call for the fair catch and take it just beyond the 30. We don't get a return out of that punt. And it's going to be their football coming up. They've got first down from the 31. On the play fake, it's Levis. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down. Now Levis. This ball's cut by Spears. And he'll be out of bounds right along the 40. 3rd and a lone yard coming up. Now a give to Spears. Breaks the tackle, still going. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. Pick up a 5 on that play. And that'll be a Tennessee first down. New set of downs for him from the 46. Levis now on first down. And a man is there to knock that away. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Spears trying this straight ahead. And he pushes forward, but they don't get much there. Only 2 yards on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 8.
Makes it 3rd and 8.
Here's Levis. Got a man, Spears has it. And he's officially in enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49.
It's plays like that, Kate, right, wrong, where I sit and judge a defense. I judge the awareness. I judge how well that coordinator's got him equipped to see what's going on the field, and not just see it, but attack it. And they devoured that screen game on 3rd down.
The Patriots and quarterback Drake May ready to go once more on offense. And on that last drive, Brock, he crossed a notable threshold in passing yards for the season. Always nice when you can reach one of those plateaus to look back on after the year's over. Going play action, May. Bails out of the pocket quick. He tucks it and takes off. And he protects himself with a slide there after a decent gain.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play, and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. All set up now for 1st and 10.
First down, New England.
From the gun, they're going to hand it off. And he's brought down for a loss. Now after the run, we see he's visibly shaken up. Team medical staffers headed over to take a look. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. From the gun, a gift to Stevenson. He's descended upon quickly and dropped after it looks like a yard gain. Stopped by Cedric Gray. This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. To throw, here's May. Dumps it off to his running back. Broke through the tackle.
Whether they meant to go to him or it was an adjustment on the fly, that's not the read that was going to beat this defense for a 1st down. That look, well, this crew defensively was prepared for and knew how to keep it short of the marker.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. That punt gets up to 59 yards. And they're going to take over possession. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. From the gun, Levis. He's throwing deep to the left side. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. And this is Spears. And he'll go down, it will say right at the 39-yard line. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that 3rd down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in their pocket for a later occasion.
Throwing now on 1st down, Levis. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Levis back to throw. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Levis escapes the pocket. Oh, we've got a fumble pretty close to midfield. And no turnover, it's going to stay with the offense. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks. Well, you don't like to see the fumble, but hey, at least they were able to be the ones to recover it, and they keep possession.
Yeah, and I think the key there was to stay calm through the chaos. Cooler heads prevailed and got him the ball back.
And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. 2nd and 3 now.
At the 39-yard line.
On the handoff, this is Spears. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. Give him 3 on that gain. And the Titans will have a 1st down. They're set up at the 35 now.
Titans, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 35.
Levis here on 1st down. He completes it in traffic. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
At the 27-yard line.
This is Spears heading left. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. And that'll be a Tennessee 1st down.
Titans, 1st down.
Now a give to Spears, coming left. And he's got it down into the red zone at the 16. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2. Just 1 quarter remaining in this one. It's Titans football as they stare down a huge deficit to begin the 4th. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. A handoff to Spears. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. Following the run, we see he's still out there dealing with some sort of injury. They'll head out to check on him. They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Here he goes on the bootleg. Escapes out to the left. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
The tackle by Sione Takitaki. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And it's a gain down to the 5-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, and that's going to leave him with 3rd and 3.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Shotgun now for Levis. Into the end zone, but someone's able to knock it away. That's incomplete.
Intended for Calvin
That throw
Ridley.
doesn't lead to 6. And that'll bring up 4th and 3. They'll go Levis. Forced out to his right. He can't get away. They get the sack and force a turnover on downs.
Well, this play never had a chance between the pressure at home and the coverage downfield. QB still got to find a way to throw it up and give somebody an opportunity to make a play.
Here's New England, ready once again on offense. Even though they've got a 3-score lead, still a lot of time left, so they're going to try to grow it even further. Drive starts with a carry by Stevenson. Up the sideline past the 25. And as this play winds up out of bounds, let's see what that flag is all about.
Holding offense.
A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. Now a shotgun handoff to Stevenson. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. The rookie from Texas there on the tackle.
Now might be a good spot to remind everybody, about for the 1000th time, how much better athletes these D tackles are today, Kate. A decade or two ago, they just ate up space. Now, they eat up running backs.
And he has it up to the 9-yard line before going down. They get 3 on the run. Put a 1 in front of that now as it brings up 3rd and 13.
Gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
This is Stevenson heading right. And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field.
Holding offense.
So they'll let the play stand, decline the penalty, and that's going to bring up 4th down. Punter on now, and he gets into this one. And he makes the fair catch inside the 45. We'll get another look at this Tennessee offense. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. This pass rush has been all over them. Really keeps taking this offense out of any grooves that they've managed to get into.
Okay, I like to say in life there's energy givers and there's energy vampires.
Yeah.
And for this defense, these sacks right here, they're such energy givers. And man, it's like a vampire sucking the juice out of an offense.
Yeah, I love that. No luck finding his receiver that time. So 2nd down coming up.
He was defended by Marcus Jones.
Throwing is Levis. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. That's one he knows he should have had. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Levis to the air now. Complete beyond the marker. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Give him 24 on that play. And the Titans will have a first down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
An early jump and the flags come in. I think this is going to go against the
Neutral
defense.
zone infraction, defense.
Broke the plane before the snap, and that's going to give the offense some free yardage.
Still first down.
So they'll only need 5 now after that neutral zone infraction penalty. They're running the option, short side. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving.
The difference right there, Kate, between that gain and a big hit for a loss, some really quick decision-making. He made a quick read, saw the running back was going to get hit if he handed it, and he pulls it himself for a positive gain.
Has the connection to Ridley. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11.
You know what I love to say? You never go broke taking a profit, and you often gain profits when you use your eyes as a quarterback. Those hitch routes, those underneath throws, oftentimes it's the eyes of the quarterback looking downfield and then taking that short completion.
And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. It's a double-digit gain, 10 yards, and now they've got first and goal.
First down. First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Back-to-back carries here. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. And after this play, there's a Titan out there who got the worst of it. He's in some discomfort as they head out to check on him. After the loss, it's second and goal from the 5. Tight end motioning right. Defense showing blitz. Levis sheds off a rusher. Gets it towards the end zone, but it's incomplete.
QBs, well, they're a lot like the great shooters in the NBA. Hey, listen, sometimes you're going to miss. You just got to shake it off and keep shooting away.
Now Levis on third and goal. He's on the trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. And the pressure drives them backwards.
Hey, I get it. You know, there are times as a decision maker playing quarterback that you take a sack and you cut your losses. But when you get an opportunity in the red zone on third down, you'd love to give your guy on the other end a chance, because a touchdown, well, we know in the course of outcomes of games, so much more influential.
Oh, no touchdown. It's intercepted. Kyle Tucker makes the play.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10. Starting on the ground here with Stevenson. And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag.
Holding offense.
A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. The give inside to Stevenson. And he drives into a pile of defenders and is stopped right at the line. Offense to the line for second down. They go again with Stevenson. And he found some running room for a nice gain. A good pickup of 8 yards, but still more than that. 9 to go now on third down. Stevenson with another carry. A flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense.
Holding offense.
So they'll let the play stand, decline the penalty, and that's going to bring up fourth down. Punt team on, and they'll send this one away. And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. The kicking team got downfield quickly there. He didn't manage much on the return. And it'll be their football. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. And he's tackled for a short gain. Now following that completion, we see a man shaken up. Officials calling for a pause as he gets looked at. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. From the 32. Avoids the sack. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And then brings up 3rd down. Following that incompletion, we see he's pretty shaken up after taking the hit on the throw. They're out to look at him now. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Tight end going in motion here. To the air, 3rd and long. Play didn't break how they wanted it, and he throws this away.
His pass.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, well, they come down to a play or two, and 3rd downs are critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, their coach wants to see them convert those.
He puts some power on a deep one left, and oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Christian Gonzalez has it. He's got room to roam here. And he stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
They already got the stop and the turnover on down, so they're just going to decline this penalty. Has him on the quick hitter.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
And he manages to reach the 19 before he stopped. Just 1 yard on the carry, though. It's 3rd and 7 now. A give up the middle to Stevenson. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Hey, these are the type of games he's counted on to get when they're available. Unfortunately, we had tremendous vision to see the seam and get through it before that window could close.
1st down, and they go right back to him. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
And this time, they won't surrender anything. They wrap him up at the line. Stopped for no gain, and it leaves them 6 yards out on 3rd and goal. May looking to throw. Catch is made in close. Touchdown, New England. Well, as they drive forward to what right now looks like it should be a win, Brock, he sure is taking advantage of a nice little chance to boost his stat line. His 2nd touchdown of the game.
Yeah, you just kind of feel these two building some trust, right? Just more and more equity, certainly paying dividends in this one, but more than likely for more games to come.
Ryland now for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Patriots continue piling onto this lead. The Patriots kick team out there as they send it away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. Returns looking good so far. They track him down, but a nice return in the end there, Brock. He's out to the 38. So now here comes the Titans on offense. And all game, they have struggled to attack this deficit. Maybe they can do a little window dressing here. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Boyd hauls it in. And he'll be out of bounds at his own 45.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down, and he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
Finds him over the middle. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
A gain of 6 yards. It's fourth down.
That's the 2-minute warning here in Nashville. Titans hoping to do some window dressing in the time remaining. A lot of room they need here. It's 4th and a long 8. Need a conversion. They're throwing for it. And it falls incomplete. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
Hey, I get it. It's already over. But go down swinging. Unfortunately, that play, like so many of them today, Kate, has been pretty indicative of how this contest has gone.
New slate of downs to approach here from the 40. First and 10, here's Stevenson. And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
So they catch the illegal block in the back, Brock, and that's rare that we see the clipping call. It's a dangerous play. It's rightfully going to back up this offense. On the handoff, Stevenson. And all he can get is 1 yard. Ran that right into the defensive front. All right, here we go. Second down.
A gain of a yard brings up second down at the 49-yard line.
Running the counter, Stevenson. And they're going to bring him down after a good gain to the 40. It's a big run, 9 yards, but they're still facing a 3rd and 10.
A 9-yard gain on the play. And it's third down.
Now a give to Stevenson, coming right. And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag.
Holding. Offense.
So they'll let the play stand, decline the penalty, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
A 50-yard attempt.
And he missed it. It's no good. And looking at the scoreboard, Brock, I think they can weather the miss there. Good starting field position for the Titans. They've got it, 1st and 10.
Well, once you get out beyond 50 yards, everything in the process has got to be perfect. It's a good effort, but it's going to wind up off the mark.
And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47.
Brings up second and 3.
One final shot here.
7-yard line.
Pass caught by Ridley. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. So the Patriots come in and take the win on the road. And this is a game that proves every Pee Wee and Pop Warner and high school coach across the country correct, Brock. Teams who make fewer mistakes and turnovers gonna win a lot of football games. They kept the football, they forced a couple of turnovers, and that was a big part of the difference in this one. So for Brock Eward, our incredible crew, everybody here at EA Sports, I'm Kate Scott signing off. We'll see you next time. The Patriots emerge as winners as we say goodbye from Nashville.